Waiting on y'all to get up in here. Talk about that stolen money that that stolen money that they claim LaShawn's supposed to have stolen from Shamar. This is what this one is about. I don't know if y'all were on Shekinah's live on Instagram. It might have been a couple of days or so ago. It was Shekinah had Shamar on that live. And she also had Tom the Gossip on that live. And I think she put Glock on there here and there. But something stood out to me when it came to that live. I'm gonna wait till a few more y'all, few of y'all get on here so I can go into that. Yeah, honey. I usually have my water, but today is tea time. You feel me? It's tea time today. Tea time today. I'm gonna wait a little bit until a few of y'all come on here so I can bring something to your attention. Now, like I was saying, who got in here? Deidre Grant. What's happening, La Mama? Glad to have you here. Deidre, were you on Instagram when Shekinah had Shamar, Tommy the Gossip, and Glock on there? And there was that live when hey Dee, there was that live that Shekinah had on IG Instagram where she had Shamar, Tommy. She was actually on that live trying to make amends between, once again, trying to make amends between Shamar and Tommy the Gossip. Were you there? Where anybody was there? Yeah, that's the live when she had them to apologize, right? When she was trying to make amends with them too. It's something that I noticed, and I want to know if you picked that up too. That when she asked Shamar about LaShawn stealing that money, supposedly burglarizing Shamar's apartment allegedly, and stealing that money, stealing Shamar's safe and taking that money. Shekinah asked Shamar how much was stolen. She said, was it 60,000 or was it 6,000? And he said 6,000. She said, what? And she repeated herself. She said, wait. Was it 60,000 or was it $6,000? Shamar repeated himself, responded again to her, and he said $6,000. The thing is, this whole money thing, this whole supposedly money stolen from Shamar's safe, burglary happened at Shamar's apartment, none of the whole story seemed to be adding up at all. How did it go from 60,000 now to $6,000? I caught that, and I don't think any other the bloggers, I'm not a blogger anyway, by the way, I don't think any of the bloggers caught that. I caught that. The whole money situation with Shamar, it's been changing over and over and over again. You didn't hear that part? Oh, I heard that part loud and clear. Yes, ma'am. Shekinah repeated herself because she had to like make sure she heard what Shamar said correctly. And therefore Shekinah repeated herself. And she said, was it 60,000, 60, or was it 6,000? And Shamar repeated himself, and he said it was 6,000. Yes, That's what he said. That's what I'm saying. This whole money situation didn't make sense from the jump with Shamar. You know, I think personally that it was all planned between Shamar and his Auntie 7. The reason why I said I think it was planned between Shamar and his Auntie 7 is because they kept messing with Shamar, talking about getting Shamar's check, SSI check, taken from him. And so Shamar and the Auntie 7 came up with an idea of, let's take the money out of your account. So it won't be no proof that you had that kind of money in that account, or that you still have that kind of money, right? That's where the Auntie 7 took Shamar to go get the safe, and supposedly had put that money in a safe. Now, bottom line is, I know that it was over $60,000 that Shamar had, because when Shamar was with Kay was managing Shamar at that particular time, Shamar was making like $6,000 a booking, and he was going on bookings at least 5 days a week. And the reason why I know that Shamar had that type of money is because Alvo. Yeah. So Shamar been lying all along. You know, Shamar does lie. Shamar will lie. Especially he felt threatened that they was going to take his check from him. And they was threatening to report to SSI, Social Security, that they was going to take Shamar's check away from him. So that's when Auntie 7 and Shamar got together, and Auntie 7 took Shamar to the bank to get some money out. I don't know how much it was, because this story ain't adding up. She took him to go get a safe. He put whatever money he took out of that account, he supposedly put in that safe. Now, another thing to get me, she asked Shamar, how did they get into your apartment? Shamar said the door was unlocked. Avery was with Shamar at the time. Let me see what you're saying, Didi. I think LaShawn stole it because he lost the key at LaShawn's house or in his car. Yeah, I know that too. And also, LaShawn kept on calling when Shamar and them went to Savannah on this so-called booking. LaShawn kept calling Shamar, asking them, how far away are y'all? Where y'all at? How far away are y'all? But the thing is, Shamar said that his apartment was unlocked. Avery was with Shamar at that time. And guess what? They asked Avery, how did y'all get back into Shamar's apartment? You know what Avery said? Avery said he had Shamar's key. He used Shamar's key to get into the apartment. Shamar told Shekinah that the apartment door was unlocked. They went through the front door. Avery took the key and unlocked the door and went through the front door to get into the apartment. So how in the world was the apartment door unlocked? How was the apartment door unlocked? Who left the door unlocked? Unless somebody went through the back. And they said that Shamar did not have a camera in the back. The camera was in the front, not the back door. So my thing is, if the door was unlocked, who left the door unlocked? Avery? Did he go back and unlock the back door so LaShawn allegedly could whoever, might not have been LaShawn. It could have been somebody LaShawn was working with that did it. But somebody came through the back door. But the thing is, nobody's seen nothing though. My take on it is, if that was so, why Shamar never filed the police report until after everybody kept pushing him to do it? If somebody come in your house and burglarize your house and steal stuff out of your house, the first thing you would do, right, is call the police and file a police report. Shamar didn't do that. Why didn't Shamar file a police report? Why didn't Shamar call and say, hey, call the police and say, somebody broke into my house. Somebody robbed my house. He never did that until after everybody kept pushing him to do so. Right? None of it is adding up. It almost seemed like it was staged between Shamar and the auntie. And my thing is, bottom line to it, when Shekinah asked Shamar how much money that was stolen, he said $6,000. He didn't say $60,000. All we know for a fact is that he had over $60,000 in his bank. You know why we know that? Alvo talks too much. At this time, Alvo was with Shamar. Alvo knew exactly how much money Shamar had in his account because he seen the bank statement. Alvo seen Shamar's bank statement, which that's why Alvo knew that Shamar had over $60,000 in his account at that time. Hey, Miss Dee, good afternoon. Blessings, sweetheart. That's how we know how much money Shamar had in the first place. Alvo got a big mouth. Alvo talks too much. We know this already. Alvo can't hold water. Alvo told us on social media, on one of his lives, that Shamar had over $60,000 in his account at that time because he seen the bank statement, which is the reason why Alvo got his buddy Izzy to be Shamar's manager so they could plot to take some of Shamar's money because they felt like Shamar couldn't count. But my thing is, let me see what you're saying, Dee. The door was not unlocked. Whoever took the key used the key and acted like they were through the back door. Yeah. My question, though, Dee, is how did they use the key to get in the back door? How did they use the key to get in the back door when Avery was with Shamar and when they came back from Savannah? Avery said he had the key and he unlocked the front door with the key. You can't, come on. Avery had the key at this time. So how the back door had to be open? How in the world did whoever come get in if the front door was locked and Avery used the key to come through the front door? How did whoever get in the apartment? Dee said Alvo would be Shamar's downfall once again. Yeah, because he talks too much, first of all. He gonna tell everything. But Miss Dee, my thing is, if you, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there was Shekinah went live on Instagram, on IG a few days or so, might have been 3 days or so ago, and she asked Shamar how much money was stolen. Shamar said $6,000. Shekinah said, wait a minute, 60 or 6,000? Shamar repeated himself and told Shekinah that $6,000 was stolen, not $60,000. How Avery get the key? I thought the key was at LaShawn place. Al will be downfall once again. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Shamar could not find his key. We know that. He couldn't find the key. They was trying to figure out where was the key misplaced. It seemed to be that the key was misplaced at LaShawn's apartment. Then it came and said, no, the key was in LaShawn's car. But how did Avery end up with the key and use the key to open up the front door of the apartment when they came back from Savannah? That's what I'm saying. How did he get the key? Avery and LaShawn could have been in it together, for all we know. Dee Dee said they used the key to get in the front door and made it look like they broke in the back door. If that's the case, the back door had to be unlocked. The back door had to be unlocked. Shamar said the back door. Shamar said the door was unlocked. So how he know the back door was unlocked? How did Shamar know the back door was unlocked? You know why he know that the back door was unlocked? When they kept pushing and pushing and pushing for Shamar to do a police report. Why didn't Shamar do a police report when they got home and saw the stuff all over the place? And he noticed that the safe was gone. Why didn't Shamar right then and there say, I'm about to call the police because somebody broke into my apartment. Somebody broke in my apartment. He never called the police to file a police report. He waited till after, days and days after, might have been a week or so, because everybody on social media kept saying, Shamar, why you never filed a police report? He never said anything. He eventually then filed a police report. He never, that would be your first instinct, right? To file a police report if somebody broke into your place. You came home and saw stuff all over the place. You know you didn't do it. That's what got me right there to make me feel like something ain't right about the whole situation with that. Then, like I said, this is what also get me with Albo returning and back over there to Shamar. You don't think that Albo saw that Instagram live between Shekinah and Tommy? You think Albo didn't see that? You think that Albo didn't see that live? Albo saw that live with Shekinah and Shamar, and Albo saw that Shekinah asked Shamar how much money was stolen from his apartment that day. Shamar said $6,000, not $60,000. And a light bulb could have went off the Albo head and said, wait a minute, I know Shamar had over $60,000. They said that it was $60,000, that all of the money that was stolen. Wait a minute, only $6,000 was stolen? Where's the rest of the money? In his mind, Shamar still got all of that money. Shamar didn't take all of that money out of his account. He didn't. Let me see. Ms. Dee said, how Avery get the key? I thought, okay. Yeah, they used the key. Okay, I read that, Dee. The back was unlocked. Yep, Dee. Hey, Natanya, what's happening? Get caught up on what's going on. Wait, Dee said when they come in, y'all catch Natanya on what we talking about. Dee, catch up Natanya on what we talking about. When they came in the house from the booking, that's how they noticed it was unlocked. Avery said they did call the police that night. Oh, well, it was said that they kept talking about it. And they asked Shamar why he ain't called the police. And Shamar just sat down and was looking on his live. He never said he called the police. They kept saying, why you ain't called the police, Shamar, if somebody broke into your place. But my thing is this, y'all. Natanya, I don't know if you heard the live that Shekinah had about a few days or so ago on Instagram when she asked Shamar how much money that was stolen from his apartment. Shamar said $6,000. Shekinah said, wait a minute, 60,000? And Shamar said 6,000. Right? She asked him that twice. He said 6,000, not 60,000. We know how much Shamar had. You know why? I'm gonna catch you up. We know how much Shamar had because Albo has a big mouth. He talks too much. Albo looked and saw Shamar's bank statement. Albo told everybody on his live that Shamar had over $60,000 in his bank account. Bottom line, it was not $60,000 that Shamar had in that safe. Shamar and Auntie Seven got together because Shamar, that was threatening to call Social Security to take Shamar's SSI check away from him because he was making so much money on his bookings. At this time, Kay was managing him, and Shamar was making $6,000 at that time per booking, and he was at least getting booked 5 days out the week. So yes, if you add that up and you know how to do math, yes, indeed, Shamar had a lot of money in his account. But $60,000 was not taken from Shamar's bank account and put into that safe. All of that money was not taken out of his account. Shamar said only $6,000 was taken, not $60,000. So where's the rest of the money? Alvo heard that live. If I heard it and some other people heard that live when Shekinah had that live with Shamar and Tommy the Gossip, that was the live that they was trying to get Shamar and Tommy the Gossip to be cool with each other again, to make amends with each other. That was that live on Instagram. That wasn't that long ago, y'all. Shekinah asked Shamar how much money was taken from his apartment, and she's asked him twice. He said $6,000. Not $60,000. And like I say, Alvo heard that live too. So Alvo probably thinking, where the heck is the rest of the money? Shamar probably still got the rest of that money somewhere. And there's, like I said, and I said this to y'all before. Right when I told you Alvo's coming back into Shamar's life again, Alvo will be back and they're going to get back together under whatever circumstances. Alvo's back over there. And I said it's for a reason. I said, Alvo is back, is going back to Shamar. I said, when I saw that, I said, it's for a reason. What reason? Is, for a roof over Alvo's head. Alvo doesn't want to work. I said that. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. I'm not talking negative about him. I'm just speaking facts. Alvo doesn't want to work. Alvo wants a free roof over his head. Alvo wants to be taken care of. So Alvo's back over there cleaning Shamar's apartment. They had Taco Tuesday last night because Alvo went in and Alvo was cooking tacos for Shamar. And Alvo's probably going to take care of the dog Mello. But Alvo was back over there for a reason. That money, all of that money Shamar had in his account, that money ain't gone. And I said that. I said, ain't no way Shamar is that calm. Ain't no way that Shamar is that quiet and so laid back when that amount of money was stolen from him. Ain't no way. Y'all wouldn't be laid back and quiet and calm if over $60,000 was stolen from y'all. Y'all wouldn't be that relaxed and calm. I said, I knew something was up. I knew it. And Alvo ain't back with Shamar just to be back with Shamar. Alvo, like I said, want a roof over his head. He ain't got to pay no bills. He's trying to play his cards right this time around. Alvo better hurry up and figure it out, because anytime Shamar get pissed off or get bored, he gonna put Alvo out. Alvo gonna be looking for another place to stay. Let me see what y'all saying. Tommy said Alvo already done told where Shamar lives. Hey, Latoya, y'all catch Latoya up, please. Catch Latoya up on what's going on. Or y'all can watch the replay. If y'all coming in here late, y'all can watch the replay of this live so y'all can see exactly what we talking about in here. So the money was brought up again. That money, that money ain't gone. That money ain't gone, Didi. Not over no $60,000 ain't gone. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. One thing about a liar, let me school y'all on something. One thing about a liar, they forget the lies that they told. A liar gonna always forget the lies that they tell. Okay? Ain't no over 60,000. If somebody stole over $60,000 from you, ain't no way you're gonna be on live sitting in there chilling and drinking and smoking. You're not gonna be sitting in there chilling like that. You're gonna be in a rampage. And I've watched Shamar for quite some time, and I'm gonna tell you just like this: when Shamar get upset and Shamar get mad behind something, Shamar loses his mind. He gets very emotional. He cries. He be threatening to beat somebody's brains. You know, Shamar acts like that. He be threatening to cut up. He cuts up. Okay, I'm gonna keep it that way. He acts up. Shamar not one time cut up or acted up over no money being stolen. That's what made me thought, but that's what was making me think from the gate that something strange about this whole money situation. The whole money situation, stolen money situation, something ain't right with that. And like I said, Shekinah got it out of Shamar. I knew if anybody would get it out of Shamar, it'd be Shekinah. Shamar said, again, for y'all that's coming in late, Shamar said $6,000 was stolen from him, not 60. Where is the rest of the money? Albo is back over there, and Albo saw that live. I'm sure Albo saw that live with Shekinah asking him that, and Albo said, was thinking to himself, where's the rest of the money at? Ooh, Shamar got the rest of that money somewhere. Albo is up to something, and Albo ran back over there. I'm telling y'all, it's more to this story. Why would I tell y'all? The time you said Tommy showed us the apartment on the inside. He said he won't tell us where Shamar lives because they are not beefing anymore unless Shamar pissed Tommy off. He said he's not going to tell. So now the drama about to start again, Latoya said, yeah. Hey, y'all. Ghetto Superstar, what's happening? Hit the like button, baby. Subscribe. Get on in here. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, I said, and subscribe to the channel. And then if you coming in here late, when I get off this live, y'all who are coming in late, go back and watch the replay of this live so y'all know exactly what we've been talking about. Yeah. Yeah, the drama starting all over because Shekinah brought it up. Shekinah brought that up. All right. Thank you, Ghetto Superstar, for hitting that like button. Look, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't subscribed to the channel. Yeah, Shekinah brought it back up. And I don't know what made Shekinah bring that back up again about that money with Shamar. I don't know why she brought it back up. Because maybe she was thinking that something wasn't right. She was trying to put two and two together. She was trying to figure out how Shamar got that nice apartment. I don't know. Shekinah was trying to figure out where is this money coming from. Shamar just got it back. Started with the new manager. He was doing a lot of his bookings. He was doing was for schools and the kids and stuff. So Shekinah probably was curious on where this money coming from. When I say Shamar got a nice apartment, baby, it's a gated community with a pool. So it really doesn't matter if Tommy knows or whoever knows where Shamar live at. There's a bunch of celebrities right now. People know where them people live at. A lot of us know where these celebrity homes are, but you can't get in there because a lot of them got all of this high-tech security. You can't get in a lot of these celebrity houses, and you can't get in Shamar's apartment complex no matter where he live at because it's a gated community. You have to have a code at the gate to punch in order to get in there. Or Shamar have to buzz you in order for you to get to him. You just can't go up there and walk up to Shamar's apartment no more. That's why I say Shamar's management team is top tier because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Let me see what you're saying. It don't matter if we all know where Shamar live at. You can't get in there. Albo told someone, and that's how Tommy found out. Because Albo talks too much. Shamar now talking crap about his manager. Is that right, Natalia? What y'all? I heard somebody else say that. Deidre said the same thing. What is Shamar saying when it comes to that manager? Because he barking up the wrong tree if he talking mess about that manager. I'm telling you right now, he needed to live in he needed to live in a gated community. He showed do, because there's too many people trying to come at him like that. I didn't catch that he supposedly was talking mess about the manager, but if that's I didn't hear it. I was told about it. I didn't catch it. I didn't hear it. I just heard Shamar with all of that noise in the background. Him and Avo act like they two excited lovebirds, glad to be back together. And Avo couldn't even sit still. He couldn't hold water. Had to tell the whole world that him and Shamar was back. He was back over there with Shamar. Man, I kind of figured that was going to happen anyway. He can't hold water. He talks too doggone much, man. That dude talk too much. Natanya says, I hope not talking about Alex, because Alex good to him. I know that's right. Shamar should never look back. Oh, Shamar should never took Albo back. This will not end good, Latoya said. I know that. Y'all know it too. Because first of all, they're both too immature. They're not mature enough to be in a serious relationship with nobody. Albo is looking for a free ride, because if he wasn't, he'd be getting. Matter of fact, if Albo was real serious about what he's trying to do to advance his own self and his career right now, while he got a chance, Albo need to be getting some stuff made, since he want to be a model, getting some clothes made, even if it's a shirt. Start selling the shirts, start modeling in his shirts. Put it up for sale and something. We talked yesterday about Albo might be trying to get a little collaboration going. Well, not a collaboration like that, but Albo might be trying to get close to Shamar to try to get with Shamar'S manager to see if Shamar'S manager can manage him. But like some of y'all say, manage what? Because they don't see that Albo have any kind of any kind of skills or anything like that for the manager to even manage him. Shamar'S an entertainer. Of course, they're going to be looking to manage him. I would want to be a model, but unless the manager could get him some modeling gigs, I don't know. I don't know what Albo up to, but Albo, I'm going to tell you like this. Albo is a slickster, manipulator. He ain't nothing to be played with. Like I said, he is up to something, y'all. He up to something. He's up to more than living for free, eating for free. He's up to more than that. He up to more than that. I wonder what he up to. I don't know if y'all thinking, what is he up to? What can he possibly be up to? Let me see. Latanya said Shamar should never took Albo back. Latanya said that's why Albo don't. That's why Albo don't have anything, because he can't keep his mouth shut. Say it again, Latanya. Exactly. He talks too much. Deidre Grant says Albo is on his survival mode, doing whatever it takes to get ahead. How he's going by that stuff, he don't have no money. Albo don't have no talent. Those are two different fields. Yeah, but if you're a manager though, Didi, he may not. Okay, entertainment, modeling, acting, all goes hand in hand in some form or fashion. You have entertainers. They model other people's clothing line. Okay. You have entertainers and models. They are also actors. So that kind of it can go hand in hand. My thing is, I don't know what Avo is up to, but all I know is Avo, as we know Avo, we know Avo. We know how Avo rock. Avo could sit up here on social media all day long and say, don't none of us know him. We don't personally know him like that, but we know his MO. We know how he operates, is what I'm saying. Yes, we know how he operates. If Avo was smart, this is Natalia. If Avo was smart, he could with Alex and get in some Tubi movies that are reality TV shows. That's true. Because guess what, Natalia? Alex, I just found this out. You know, I told y'all Shamar'S getting ready to be in his second Tubi movie, right? His second Tubi movie. They're working on that right now. And guess who the director is? Other Tubi movie, y'all. Alex. Alex. So let me tell you something. Avo is up to something. I would not be surprised if you see Avo pop up somewhere. You see Avo pop up somewhere. Avo didn't get back with Shamar for nothing. I would not be surprised if you see Avo popping up somewhere and getting online talking about, oh, I got to tell y'all my Bookie Buzz. I got some good news, my Bookie Buzz, and all of this other stuff. Look, I told y'all recently I wasn't gonna be surprised if Avo and Shamar got back together under whatever circumstances. And I told y'all that. Y'all heard it from me first. And that happened. I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if Avo pop up and all of a sudden Avo finna be featured in this. Avo finna be doing this. And it got some kind of connection through Shamar. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling y'all pay attention now. Avo can't hold water. So if something good going on or something popping off with Avo gonna tell it. Girl, you need to stop. Latanya said Avo have no skills but drinking liquor all day. Girl. Did you say entertainment and modeling is different? Man, no, I know managers who manage people in different fields, Didi. There's no stipulations. You're a freelancer. If you become a manager, you can decide on what you want to manage. It could be different fields. It could be modeling. It could be singing, entertainers like that. It could be actors. Yes, you can. Right now, you got Jay-Z. He's an entertainer, right? Stay with me. Didi. Jay-Z is an entertainer, right? He also has a management company, okay? Jay-Z's management company managed entertainers like Rihanna. He manages brands and he manages sports, people that play sports. Now, sports and entertainers, as far as singers, don't have nothing to do with each other. But his management company manages different fields, different types of people in different fields. So when you have your own company, honey, you can manage whatever you want. This is what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm trying to tell you, Avo is not in Shamar'S life for nothing. What he's up to, I don't know. But as we know, Avo, he's up to something. Avo isn't talented. Avo, I didn't say Avo was talented. You can create a role for anybody. Throw his behind in a movie and have him to crack a few jokes just to be featured in there for about a good 2 to 3 minutes. That'll get him started. He ain't talented like that. He think he's a comedian. But you know, let me see what y'all saying. Natanya say, to be honest, Abo has potential. He just go about things the wrong way and use people, and that's how he never get ahead. Bingo, bingo, Natanya. Exactly, exactly. Abo goes about things the wrong way. Abo wants to be in control of everything, and that's not going to happen with Shamar'S management team. Not at all. That ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna be able to do that this time. Watch, because if Abo try to get in there and try to control and run things and try to control and run Shamar, I'm gonna tell you just like this: that manager has a contract with Shamar. We don't know what that contract say. We don't know the stipulations on that contract at all. Because let me tell you something: these managers, they can go about suing your behind too. If sometimes you have a breach in that contract, you mess that contract up, and you do this and do that, you got stipulations, the fine print. And if you overstep your bounds in that contract, you can find yourself in a court getting sued. I'm telling you. This here with Alex, that ain't like how what Shamar went through in the past with management. He messed around with Alex. Alex could mess around here and sue his behind. I'm telling you. Let me see. To be honest, Al had okay. I read that one. I agree, Natanya. That's what Latoya said. Natanya said, Latoya, exactly. I see it in him. He just need to change his ways. Okay. Deidre say he talked too much and want to be in charge. Right. You see what happened with Fendi once Abo became involved in Abo. Yup. Right. That's right. That's right. All y'all got some valid points, though. That's right. Hey, Manifest, what's happening, baby? Hey, Manifest. Manifest. Y'all catch Manifest on what we talking about. Manifest, you came in a little late, and you might have to watch the recap of this video, of this live. We was talking about how Shekinah, initially we was talking about, I don't know if you've seen it, you probably haven't. Shekinah went live not that long ago, maybe 3 days or so ago, with Shamar and Tommy, trying to make amends between them two. Okay. And she tried to make amends between them two. But the thing is, she asked Shamar how much money was stolen from his apartment. Shamar said, she said, was it 60,000 or 6,000? Shamar said 6,000. So basically, Shamar saying it was not 60,000 that was stolen, it was 6,000. So guess what? Abo probably got a light bulb in his head trying to figure out where the rest of the money is, and that may be a part of why he went running back over there to Shamar, because he knows Shamar still got that money, still got a lot of money. So he might have ran back over there to Shamar to try to also figure out where the rest of that money is. Gotta watch Abo. Gotta watch Abo. He ain't no dummy. Let me see what y'all saying. Manifest, y'all gonna have to, let me see. Yes, I'm trying to figure things out. You have to watch the recap of this video. Once I end this live, you have to go back in and you got to go rewatch this video. I truly have always believed was less than 60,000. Exactly. Abo is a liar. Yeah, he did. Nope. Manifest, check this out. Stay with me. Check this out. When Kay was managing Shamar went up to $6,000 a booking back then. Okay. He went to $6,000 a booking back then. Shamar was at least having 5 bookings a week. So yes, ma'am, Shamar was making a lot of money. Yes, he was during that time. Abo got a hold of Shamar'S bank statement. Abo got mad with Shamar. When Abo get mad with you, Abo gonna run his mouth. Abo run his mouth when he ain't mad. Abo start telling everything that he know. That's how he do. So he got a hold of Shamar'S bank statement during that time. And he saw what was on Shamar'S bank statement. He said Shamar had over $60,000 in his account. If you do the math, and you making about $6,000 back then, y'all, a booking, and you had 5 bookings. a week. Add it up. 6 times 5. $30,000. Come on, y'all. That was just 1 week. And that only lasts for about maybe a couple of weeks, maybe about a little over 2 weeks. Who is this? Hold up, y'all. Let me send this person to my sorry about that. Y'all, add that up. Y'all can count, y'all can calculate, and we already know Albo talks too doggone much, as we established, and he tells it all. Albo likes talking. He likes running his mouth. When he gonna tell it all, whether he mad at you or whether he not mad at you. He gonna talk. He talks too much. We all agree upon that. This is why Mars should know better now from previous events. Nothing has changed. Of course not, Manifest. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. I think like Albo running back over there, not only to live for free, a free meal ticket, live for free, eat for free, and he might be up to something with Shamar'S manager, trying to get on with Shamar'S manager some type of way. I don't know. We don't know nothing yet. But also, he could be over there trying to figure out where the rest of that money is. It might still be in Shamar'S account. Albo's up to something. Let me tell y'all something. Those of you who did not catch this live at the beginning, please go back and watch the recap. Those who did not hit the like button, y'all go ahead on and hit that like button if you want. Share the live. Okay? Look, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. When I come back on, y'all can tell me what y'all done heard and what y'all done found out. But look, I love y'all. Thanks for joining this live. Those who did not get the live and watch it from the beginning, y'all, when I get off this live, y'all go back and watch the recap. Until next time.